Hello and welcome to the first episode of the best pen drawing in the world by You See Wonders. I'm You See Wonders, the host of the best pen drawing in the world and also the artist that are going to be meeting. This is the place that are going to be seeing the best of the best imaginative art done only with paper, simple paper like this, and pen. So sit back, you're not going to be regretting anything. You're going to be seeing the processes of all the very interesting because I'm going to be sharing with you people an artwork. The artwork is centered around the story of the death of Jesus Christ. So the Bible text you just saw was the source of my inspiration for the work. After Jesus was arrested, he was taken to Cyphers and he was condemned to die. And after being condemned to die, a lot of people started beating him. So many people were dragging him, pulling his beard. Even though my own beard is very small, but those days, men they used to have beards like as big as. Just imagine if you're a man of of that caliber, of that capacity like Jesus. Other men will be pulling your beards with their hands and be plucking it out and then be slapping you, giving you a lot of blows and all that. Man, I chose it because first of all, I wanted to look I wanted a setting where I can go into my imagination and look as though I was an onlooker during the days of Jesus. I wanted to draw the scene as though I I was there and I never knew that Jesus would become a religious leader one day. Maybe I thought that that would be his end. So that was how I brought up the picture. That was how I wanted the picture to be, as though I was an onlooker. I was just observing, just like one of those people that was just passing, and I saw when they were beating Jesus and all that. So I wasn't trying to make it as a Christian, like draw Jesus glorified. The first thing I did was I went into my imagination and I thought about the best possible way, or the because once you go into your imagination, or once I go into my imagination to come up with pictures, you see that there are so much possibilities, combination, but I just have to settle for one, just like how you go into a grocery store and then you see a lot of beautiful things and then you settle for one. So I just decided to settle for a particular scene in my mind, which will be made tangible from the drawing. So immediately that there's I decided the one I'm going to work with. I just picked up a pencil, like tracing pencil, like HB pencil, and I started tracing the key, or something I call the skeletal poses. And the skeletal poses will always begin with the center figure. The center of attention is Jesus' position, which will now, if I decide on the position that Jesus will stand, then to bring in the motions and the drama that will go on in the rest of the picture. So Jesus was the center of focus and his position. So I designed Jesus' face first, and then moved over to design so many other people very close to him, and that was how it went. So after the key sketch, I went on to design the. I started with I brought in pen and I made it more real, more obvious. I started sketching with pen. If I sketch with pencil, it's just the key places. I don't do the whole sketch with pencil. That is how I do my. I just capture the key places, then start using pen to draw the rest. So many other places that I didn't even use pencil to draw, I later um, supplemented it. I later just used pen to um, like supplement or to sketch other things that I didn't use pencil to draw. So it's a very wonderful thing because I haven't seen anyone who can like design such an imaginary work with just pen and paper like myself. I've not seen. If there's anyone, indicate in comment section or come and compete with us and prove yourself. So now I made it. The next thing was considering light and shade, where light will be coming and all that. So I I created two lights so that it will be affecting the faces of the people, because it's the light that will show the shade, the source of light that will show the shading. So I made demarcations for where the light will be coming from. Then I started shading it, making it as dark as possible. It takes, I think the shading is what is the thing that takes more of the time than any other thing, because pen you have to keep on shading and drawing so that it will be very dark. Then when I'm through with the shading, I think it started looking more like what I wanted. Then I started putting up the red beating, because he was really beaten and he was defenseless. His face was should be very bloody because he cannot dodge. The Bible made us understand that his eyes was tied up. So he, you know, when someone wants to give you a blow, even if you don't want to dodge, the instincts of dodging will come in and you want to defend yourself a little bit. But his eye was tired and he doesn't know where the next blow will come from. So it's that horrifying, is that messed up. I love using pen to draw because it's dark, it gives me some texture and some fluid, some easiness that I prefer. So it makes the artwork become very, like, very rigid, like very rigid. That's the best way I can put it. Even more than pencil. Before you can get pencil that will make it rigid, is all these very dark charcoal pencil, and you know pencil can be erased. But I think pen is an ink, and ink takes a lot of time before it can go off. The artwork, I didn't want to make it so um fine, so like like I want to make it spontaneous and natural and rugged, because I feel it's only machines that does things automatic and makes things look so neat and straightforward. I want, as you are looking at it, you feel the human touch, you feel the ink, you see some ink here and there. So I deliberately splashed ink on the finish, so that whoever will have the artwork at the end of the day, or whoever that is observing the artwork from anywhere, will also see the human touch, that it was not printed, it was a human that used pen and paper to design it. So this is the artwork, this is the end product, this is how it looks like. I don't know whether I can see it, but we are going to be auctioning for every artwork that we produce here. We are going to be auctioning it, going to be making it to be like the highest bidder, and our the currency that we are going to be bidding with is the dollar. Yeah. So if you are interested to have any of our artworks, if you become the highest bidder for the month, we are going to be sending it over to you as mail. I'm going to be using my country's postal service. In this country where I stay, is I'm in Nigeria currently. So I'm going to be using Nine Post. It's called Nine Post. I'm going to be using Nine Post to send to anyone who beats the highest for any artwork, including this one. So if you are interested, indicate on the comment section to have any of our artworks here. To have our artworks is part of the ways you show your support to and your love to what you are already doing, and also you have the raw file, the raw artwork. You are going to have it as your own, and everyone that becomes the highest bidder, the next episode we are going to talk about the person's channel. We are going to be it as if I'm going to ask the person if the person is interested. So at the end of this video, I'm going to be showing you a template of how you are going to be sending mail to our email address, which is here, which your father can have been made available on the screen. So if you are watching the screen now, is the email is written there, where you can send the email to indicate your interest in any of our artworks, including this one. I will encourage anyone that is sending me an email that or that is having interest to be very prompt, to be fast enough, because we are going to be doing it the first 10 people. I'm going to be choosing from the first 10 people. So after the first 10 people that indicated interest, the artwork is already gone. So the artwork will be going fast. Once few people indicate interest, we'll take it off, and we are going to be sending it off, posting it to the highest bidder, as the case may be. So I encourage you to keep on watching. Don't back down. I don't know whether you saw something wonderful now. We are going to be producing far more beautiful artworks just using pen and paper. So, and also I want to encourage every one of us to always, like, if just tell us what you want us to draw or to design, anything, just most of the time just tell us from the comment section the next artwork you want us to create, and once I'm done, it can become part of the series too, can become part of the next episode. So we are going to be choosing the first couple of people, first three people that tells us what to do. The next just artworks to produce. The first three people that will tell us the artwork we are going to produce. We are going to be producing it for the next episode that is coming. But if I didn't see any demand from anyone, I'm going to just produce another artwork coming directly from the studio. So thank you, well done, thanks for watching. Don't forget to just subscribe, it won't take anything away from you.